What was it? What was going through your head when you wrote it?
When we were writing Grave in the Room, we had just been talking about our favorite Bible verses, funny enough, and mine is Romans 8:28. And in all things, we know that God works to the good of those who love him, who are called according to his purpose. And we were talking about the things in our lives that we perceive as only bad. Because we do go through really messed up stuff.
Yeah.
In the human experience, it's just the reality of it. And we can view those as like terminally bad. But when God gets involved in those things, God has plans outside of what we can see. And on the other side of those things is beauty and goodness. And this song, Grave, came from that thought that those things that we walk through that ruin our day or seemingly might even ruin our life, God is turning those even in that moment. And I think we see that played out even more beautifully in the Easter story, the Easter reality, I guess you could say. Like something as horrible as Roman crucifixion was God's plan to bring about redemption.
Mm-hmm.
And if he can do that with the cross, with the grave, then what can he do in our lives, in our marriage that seems to be going down the tank, whatever it is. Like if God can turn beauty from a cross and a grave and make that a symbol that Christians wear around their neck.
Yeah.
I mean, we got cross earrings, we got cross necklaces, we find it beautiful, we put it on our wall, we look to it for hope. And that was a symbol of death and tragedy and punishment at that time. And look how God changed that.
Completely turned it around.
Completely turned it around. And so then you can say all those things that have happened to me in my life, it's just like the things that happened to Jesus that had to come about for God's will to be done for us. And if there hadn't been a grave, we'd all still be dead.
Yeah.
And so when that thought popped into our head, the rest of the song just kind of started rolling.